Testing, 1, 2, 3. I sound like shit. Alright, this is gonna be sort of a quick video off the cuff, no script at all whatsoever, because there's not really much to say about this besides the obvious, which has been already said by multiple content creators like Godstatus, Strider, some Steven, although to an extent he indirectly addressed it, although still wanted to go back to the game, but due to the situation, it was a bad idea. So, it should be pretty obvious that, and I even made multiple community posts saying how I'm not going to be playing this game anymore out of the choice of that the Stylis staff are just completely incompetent and aren't willing to make the right changes for the community. Besides that point, the community is shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter besides the core people who are a part of the content creators, such as Strider, Godstatus, some Steven, so on and so forth. I've been playing this game since it came out in alpha. I played since update 7. To be honest, I hated the game since update 10 came out. Right before update 9 was probably one of my most favorite versions of PF. I know that's kind of sad to say because that was like a tech demo version of Phantom Forces, but I prefer that game better than the current one right now. I never liked any of the decisions Stylis ever made to begin with, and I think that they just kept on making bad map designs, period, and in general. Phantom Forces always seemed to have an identity crisis about it and what it wanted to be. Lido always focused on the framework technology aspect of FPS games. He'd never really focused on Phantom Forces to begin with. So I get the aspect that this was supposed to be more of a tech demo than anything else. They just released it anyway just to have like some form of cash flow coming in. I think the skins update 2 really sort of solidified the fact that this was a permanent game, even though it never really felt like it, nor did it seem like it was a part of the plan to begin with for this game to be permanent or forever. I don't really know the personal in and outs of Lido, Shay, or Access. It's none of my business. As stated by Godstatus, you can look up Access and what he's... Okay, so quickly, just to follow up, when Godstatus said in his video, you can look up the stuff on Access Angle on Google. I didn't find anything about it. Maybe he requested to be removed of his fursona. I mean, yeah, he's a furry, and some people are sort of skeptical about it because in the community it's pretty well known for children to get groomed in, but allegedly, that's allegedly, by the way, for legal reasons. But I tried to look it up and couldn't find anything about, like, Access Angle being... it's pretty hard to find about him being, like, about his, like, furry sexual fantasy, whatever. I'm not going to talk about it. That's basically it. That's his business. I don't really care what private business he has, because he sort of didn't keep it private or think to make more of a public account more than anything else. I think this is more or less of the staff trying to keep a nonchalant attitude about it. They don't really care at all. It's sort of obvious. Even if you watch, like, the Stylis Twitch streams, Access streams with Lido, and sometimes he'll just have no shirt on whatsoever, completely shirtless, pecs out, boom, bam, muscles, look at him. Lido's just sitting there not giving a fuck about anything. So it is unfortunate for the fact that I've been playing this game since, well, the alpha days. I even bought the Core 5 alpha. I've been playing the Stylis game since I was like 13, 14 years old. But I've never had an interaction with the communities. And to clarify, I mean when I was younger, 13, 14, 15 years old. Because back in the day we had Skype and TeamSpeak was for more savvy people who knew technology or just older. I've had interaction when I was much older. With the community. I requested actually to make maps, but they didn't. I said I wanted to make maps, and I even suggested a map design, but they said no, it kind of sucked. I suggested an IRL train station, which there was an IRL train station in the game, but I'm not sure if it's in it anymore. So luckily I was never groomed. I would have been that naive to be so. I am, in a sense, glad I was completely blissfully ignorant and stupid about technology and to not like access those places at all. So I'm glad for that. Small mistakes. But this wasn't really a small mistake on Stylis' part. This was a repeated offense, neglect of serious situation, and of inappropriate action against minors in a server that was clearly publicly advertised to minors as well. Right below the description, they put the Discord link, and there was no checks and verifications to see if minors were entering it. There was no specific guidelines, or the guidelines weren't reinforced, as explained in multiple videos against Phantom Forces. as stated. So this leaves me in a position where I have to pretty much trash my identity of this channel. I don't really know what I'm gonna do on this channel. Maybe review Roblox games. I haven't really been motivated myself due to IRL stuff. I recently broke up with my girlfriend, and it's been kind of tough. The relationship didn't work out, and that's about all I have to say. Yeah, it does suck. It is unfortunate, but you just gotta move on eventually. It's not that really important. No, I am not crying. I just have a head cold. Yes, I am upset at the losing a relationship, but I'm not really I'm not gonna reminisce or think about it too much. It is what it is. I'm just gonna move on. And same with this game too. I am gonna move on because there's no point in reminiscing about the old memories. Shit happens. Games shut down. Things just end. People move on. There's nothing you can really do about it. If people don't decide to change themselves, then they're not gonna change at all to begin with. So the best thing you can do is just find something else to do. Unfortunately for some of you who are really attached to this game. Personally, I've sort of just stopped playing this game to begin with. The game was extremely sweaty and filled with hackers even before Stylis, all the shit came out from Stylis and what they were covering up. But it was sort of a public... This event was a powder keg incident, basically. The multitude of events from the past, this even goes back to the Audi incident, if anybody knows. You can even look it up on Kiwi Farms. Yeah, that website sucks. You shouldn't use the look up things on Stylis on Kiwi Farms, though it makes it pretty obvious. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. It was sort of short. I'm done with the game. Stylis, I recommend you to change, but... I don't know, I'm just a sole content creator that doesn't even make videos on this game anymore. I am planning to just scrap the G11 video completely. I'm not making it. I was not motivated to make the video at all, unfortunately, so yeah. All those wonderful imagery of the G11 intro is just completely scrapped. It's gone. And I sort of plan to go back to a more simpler way of making videos. I do not enjoy this Denian writer's style of making content. I get the fact that it's entertaining, but I don't really care about that aspect. I sort of want like a minimal budget content creation with some sound effects and like memes and stuff. Maybe there's like a get out sound effect every now and then, like some haha funny noise from Instagram memes or something like that. Maybe I'll do like Roblox game reviews or post updates on my development I'm working on, or the game I'm working on. So yeah, that's it. There's really nothing much to say. Nothing really too important, to be honest. Yeah, I used to make Phantom Forces videos and now I don't. I don't really make anything anymore. I'll figure something out to work on eventually. Something that drives the passion. Really gets that money glitch going. Or that fame glitch. And that's all for this video. We're all out of toothpaste.